Shalom, my friends. Throughout history, certain people built businesses during times when survival itself was uncertain. They faced exile, discrimination, economic collapse, war, political instability, and yet many still managed to create opportunity from difficulty. Tonight, we are not speaking only about money. We are speaking about mindset, because behind many successful Jewish entrepreneurs in history were powerful principles: discipline, education, adaptability, community, and long-term thinking. This is not about saying every Jewish person is wealthy, nor is it about myths or stereotypes. It is about lessons. Lessons from people who learned how to survive difficult worlds while still creating value, businesses, and influence. And perhaps some of these lessons can change the way you think about success itself. Let us begin. One of the strongest patterns throughout Jewish history was the obsession with learning. Why? Because history taught a painful lesson. Money can disappear. Property can disappear. But knowledge travels with you. Many Jewish entrepreneurs focused heavily on reading, law, finance, trade, communication, languages, and problem-solving. Skills became portable wealth. This mindset created resilience. A person with valuable skills can rebuild after failure. And perhaps this is one of the greatest entrepreneurial lessons of all. Never depend only on money. Invest in your mind, because knowledge compounds forever. Throughout history, Jewish communities often faced changing laws, unstable economies, and migration. This forced adaptability, and adaptability is one of the most powerful business skills in existence. Weak businesses resist change. Strong entrepreneurs study change. They adjust quickly. They learn new systems, new markets, new technologies, new opportunities. History shows us that survival often belongs not to the strongest, but to the most adaptable. And in modern business, this is still true. Industries change constantly. People who refuse to evolve eventually disappear. There is an ancient Jewish principle: do not separate yourself from the community. Many successful entrepreneurs understood something deeply important. Business is built on trust, not only products, not only money. Trust. Relationships create partnerships, mentorship, investment, reputation, opportunity. Throughout history, strong communities helped businesses survive difficult times. People supported each other, shared knowledge, created networks, and psychologically connected people often become more resilient during crisis. Because isolation weakens people, but trusted relationships create strength. Many people chase fast money, but historically successful entrepreneurs often focused on long-term stability instead of short-term excitement. This mindset changes everything. Instead of asking, "How do I get rich quickly?" the question becomes, "How do I build something that survives?" That creates patience, careful decision-making, financial discipline, strategic thinking. In Jewish tradition, many families thought in generations, not months. They asked, what will help our children? What creates lasting security? And long-term thinking is one of the greatest competitive advantages in life. One important lesson from Jewish teachings is this: money itself is not the purpose of life. Money is a tool. a tool for family, education, charity, community, and stability. Why does this matter? Because people who worship money often lose themselves chasing it. Greed destroys judgment. Ego destroys discipline. But entrepreneurs who treat money as responsibility often make wiser decisions. They focus on sustainability instead of reckless status. And psychologically, this creates balance. History is filled with Jewish entrepreneurs who lost businesses, moved countries, rebuilt careers, and started again from nothing. This created a powerful mindset. Failure is not final. Resilient people understand something others forget. Every successful entrepreneur eventually faces loss. Bad investments, economic crashes, mistakes, rejection. The difference is not avoiding failure. The difference is rebuilding after it. And perhaps resilience itself is one of the greatest forms of wealth. There is an old teaching: a good name is better than great riches. Reputation matters deeply in business because trust creates long-term opportunity. Dishonest success may create temporary money, but destroyed trust destroys future growth. Many successful entrepreneurs protected reputation carefully because they understood something simple. People return to those they trust. Even in modern business, integrity remains powerful. Some people are intelligent but undisciplined. Others are average but consistent. And history often rewards consistency more than raw talent. Many successful business builders developed disciplined routines, saving carefully, studying continuously, working patiently, and avoiding emotional decisions. This is especially important financially. Emotion destroys wealth quickly. Fear, greed, ego, impulse. Discipline protects wealth. And perhaps discipline itself is a hidden superpower. One deeply important concept in Jewish tradition is tzedakah, charity and responsibility. Success was not meant only for personal luxury, it was also connected to helping others, schools, communities, families, people in need. This creates purpose beyond profit. And psychologically, purpose often creates stronger motivation than money alone, because human beings need meaning, not only income. Perhaps the greatest lesson of all: wealth without wisdom is dangerous. History is full of people who inherited fortunes and lost everything. But wise people can rebuild, because wisdom creates judgment, and judgment protects wealth. That is why many traditions valued learning above luxury, because luxury impresses people temporarily. Wisdom protects people permanently. So, what can we learn from Jewish entrepreneurs throughout history? Value education. Think long-term. Protect reputation. Build relationships. Stay adaptable. Control emotions. Treat money as responsibility. And never stop learning, because true success is not only about becoming rich, it is about becoming resilient, wise, disciplined, and capable of rebuilding no matter what life takes away. My friends, history changes, technology changes, markets rise and fall, but human nature remains remarkably similar. Fear, greed, hope, ambition, and those who master themselves often master far more than business. Thank you for listening. Shalom.